This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. And the Seminoles will kick this deep to start us off. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans offense comes onto the field for the first time today. And here comes the veteran running back. He has poured a lot of himself into this program throughout his career, and now the first game of his final season. Yeah,
what a great career he's had. Still another year in front of him. All gets started today. A lot of wear and tear, but this guy seems to be in the best shape of his career. Can't wait to see what he can do.
And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
Christina, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
And the Spartans begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Terrell. And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. The Spartans pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. There's the snap. They'll set up the throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 following the incompletion in the 37. Quarterback still with the football. An important 9 yards gain there. Brings up just 3rd and 1.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a 1st down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And he's got it, no problem. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They'll return it from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's when they'll start the drive. So Florida State's offense comes out for their first possession today. And out comes this quarterback who's certainly familiar to fans. It's the first game of his final season as he tries to make all that senior experience come into play.
Well, we've seen what this guy can do throughout his career, Chris, but you and I had a chance to talk to him yesterday, and it sounds like he's eager to show people that he's taken his game to another level. Let's see how quickly he can get off to a good start here.
Play action here on 1st down. Moves out of the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. Passes the 40. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
And it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he can run like this. That's a big game for this offense.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Barnes. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
And this pass is caught. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Now it's second down here. Looking to throw it again. The receiver. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Pitch play to the back. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Oh, the defense is ready for that one. They almost got that blown up before it got started.
Here's the second down play. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. On the move now. Has a pass to the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Chris, this is what makes this quarterback so dangerous. There's just only so much a defense can do to contain him. He is so fast. You can plan for it all you want, but planning and the execution are two different things.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They settled for a point last time. Let's see what they can come up with this drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Catch made on the right side. Breaks loose at the 40. He's in the clear. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Sparty. They couldn't stop him there.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game. Now can the defense do their job and get a stop and give this hot offense the football back?
And they get set now to try the PAT. And the PAT makes it 10-7. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? The pass rush closing in. And it's hauled in way downfield. Inside the... And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Florida State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Keeping it on the ground here. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Back to throw. It's Terrell. Running back has it on the screen now. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Great patience here, great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice first down.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's caught. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Picks up the first, looking for more. That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. And the single back takes the handoff. They test the middle there, but get nothing. Let's check out the quarterback comparison here through the first quarter. A big play here after the great offense trying to convert here on third down. To pass. It's Terrell. Running out of time in the pocket. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. And the Spartans will bring their punt team onto the field. And no chance for a return as the punt sails out of bounds. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. And the defense make adjustments here. He'll pitch it. He's past the marker and still going. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. But this one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, anytime you defend this kind of offense, you need defensive backs who are really comfortable in defending the ball being thrown downfield. It's not just the short to intermediate throws, it's the deep shots that they're willing to take. I love how he showed patience here before he knocked the ball away.
Now here he goes. And he will head out of bounds after a huge pickup on the ground.
When the running game's working like this, especially in the first half, it makes everything easier. And after big runs like that, watch for the offense to come back and attack off play action.
The Knowles line up on 1st and 10 now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. On the run, he'll let it go. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21.
Good job here by the quarterback putting that ball in the air where the receiver can make a play on it. And I tell you, Florida State has had some great receivers over the years, and this kid is really living up to that.
It's an option look. Pitch to the back.
That's a good read. Got him a little bit closer to that first down and a nice chunk. Now, I bet before too long, you're going to see that quarterback pull it, try to get a chunk of yards himself as well.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. It's a quick grab. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. Coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles. But they were backed up to start the drive. It's some bold play calling, great execution when we reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they were forced tries to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. They'll keep it on the ground with the counter play. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
He keeps it himself.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator. Go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
Back to throw. It's Terrell. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Second down after that completion. Looking for a receiver. Oh, and he dropped it. You do not see that very often from this guy. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you've got to have to come up with and make a catch.
A deep shot to the left side. It's caught inside the 30 and still going. They convert on 3rd down and move the football to the 25.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Right through the tackle.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Second down after that one on the previous play. Motion now from the tight end. Throwing off play action. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. He was on the mark with his last kick, but this one is from 48 yards out. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. They'll try the option play here. The back's got it on the pitch. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
Dropping back, it's Barnes. Looking deep down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Bursts into space. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Now that's what great teams do. Things are getting a little bit too close, so they go right down the field with just a few plays to put this game right back to having a comfortable lead.
Point after, up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Tough to win these games kicking field goals. They know they need... Oh, the pass rush gets home. This offense faces a 2nd and 15. Yohan needs to regroup. Quarterback drops back. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And a spin move there before he's tackled. Picks up a solid gain, though. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Let's it fly to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
To throw, it's Terrell. He's got it with room to run. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And the Spartans come to the line to set a fresh set of downs.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play. If they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Lets it go quickly. And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to...
He cannot escape. It's a sack. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So they settle for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. Return starts from inside the 5. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. They get him down, but he found a good lane in that return. So the drive starts with pretty decent field position. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Time running out here in the 1st half. Wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive in this position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the catch. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. The Seminoles will crank up the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Barnes. Snags the quick throw. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Runs through the defender. And they get the conversion there. 1st down now from the 33. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. Catch hauled in here over the middle. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. The attempt will be from 42 yards out. Knocks that one right down the middle. And they add to their lead. Minutes going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team.
For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
We'll try to run it with the option. Pitches to the back. He's got the first down and still motoring. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
The defense has been torn up through the air, and now the option game is starting to make its presence felt. Good read here by the quarterback to pitch it out and pick up a first.
Quick completion to the tight end. He's brought down, but not before getting it into territory at the +47. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The defense has got it. It's a fumble. And he's in the clear down the right side, end zone ahead. They'll finally bring him down, but what a play, the takeaway, and a huge gain on the return.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
Makes a quick grab. Brought down. The completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Incomplete. Tried to find the receiver there. Just missed him.
Risky throw here on second down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on third down coming up.
And he will score. Touchdown, Spartans. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Oh, and he's got some space here. Picks up some blocks. Can he make it? All the way for a touchdown. Special teams making a monster play. The returner gets the touchdown, but a bunch of guys contributed that time, Kurt.
Yeah, exactly right. The blocks up front really set the tone to be able to give him his chance. You don't see this happen very often in this game where a guy gets a chance to have a kickoff return for a touchdown. Everything has to be just perfect, and of course, he had the speed to be able to get it all the way to the end zone.
And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
To the air, it's Terrell. The receiver grabs it. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first. I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. Third down, the offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Can he get there on the ground? The Spartans are moving quickly down the field.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Second down play coming up. switch it up here, looking to throw. That one's picked off. What a play. He goes down, but snags the ball and gives this defense a takeaway.
Boy, does a nice job here as a safety of just sitting back, kind of playing center field, letting the play develop, and then once the ball's in the air, he did not hesitate, and that quickness allowed him to come up with that interception.
And the receiver's got it. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Now the receiver does all the work here, man. That is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Trying to create here on the move. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously. But I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string, but just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
And this time it's complete. They get him down, and the game moves the ball to the plus 40. And the Knowles have first and 10 here. Looking to pass. It's Barnes. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Touchdown, Florida State. They are pouring it on now.
Well, that's his second touchdown catch already in just the first half. You can guarantee the coach on the other side is trying to make every adjustment he can to slow this guy down.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Love those positive yards on first and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Second down, looking to throw it. Fires it on the move. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
They try to sneak it for the first. And the Spartans' offense is on the move now.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Quarterback keeps the football. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Getting set. Here's second down.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looking for a man deep down the left side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. And the Spartans bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. He's going to try to return the punt. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll toss it to the back. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Good job by the defense forcing this pitch to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands. The problem is they gave up some positive yards there, but at least they brought him down.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Dropping back. It's Barnes. Makes a quick catch. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. First down, looking to throw the ball. receiver looks it in. It's complete. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. And so far, we have been treated to a serious quarterback duel. Both these guys putting on a show so far. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They open the fourth by going to the air. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. Now, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Touchdown, Moles. Still no answer for this offensive machine. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away, and they begin to click now. The quarterback keeps it on the option. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Oh, gosh, give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. And long. Dropping back. It's Terrell. And it's caught. Defense will stop them after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Quick throw to the left. But it's incomplete. A fourth down stop. Turnover on downs. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a fourth down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you see your victory.
They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
There's the interception. Man, this defense could have used that a lot earlier, but a chance here for the offense now to get some late consolation points.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. First down and more. He's still running. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. That right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
That completion makes it second and short. Back in motion now to throw. It's Terrell. Throw to the running back in the flat. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Taking a shot deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A fourth down stop. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in way downfield. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Seminoles.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been...
And they're able to tackle on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end, and got stopped. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He escapes the pocket. It'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Boy, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only does he pull out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw. It's Terrell. Defense is coming after him. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a first down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw to his receiver. And the sophomore, a little bit too much air into that throw.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. The receiver makes the grab. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. The Spartans will send their punt team onto the field. That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. They're going to run the option. Zero running route. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, if you're going to run this option play, you've got to be the one that's dictating the tempo. I feel like the defense right now is doing that. They did a nice job of getting to the quarterback. He didn't get many yards at all here.
Cut quickly. Brought down, but is past the line to gain. And the Seminoles hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. First down, we're going to throw the football. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. We're in the fourth quarter. Run the ball. Get out of Dodge. Keep everybody healthy.
The Noles with 1st and 10 here. Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back. First down, looking for more now. Touchdown, Florida State. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of a play. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. Scanning the field. It's Terrell. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. And the Spartans will bring their punt team on the field now. And the coverage team makes the touch, so no return on the play.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. Of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Has the first down and more. Breaks into the clear. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Noles.
Love how the quarterback waited until the last possible second to draw the defense in until he pitches it out on the option play. And not only does he get big yards, but they turn it into a touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. It's a quarterback keeper. Watch the spin move. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
I mean, this guy's having a dream day. Already over 200 yards through the air. Now showing you what he can do with his feet. This guy's a complete package under center.
To the air, it's Terrell. Looking deep for late-game heroics. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you...
A deep shot to the left side. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.